day to everyone. My name is Jufre Adrian Holo, a fourth semester information student at Itoplayan, Jakarta. Today, I saw presenting my machine learning practicum, which I employed a multiple linear regression model to scrutinize the complexity of social mobility perception in the United States. So, why I choose this topic as my model for this multiple linear regression? As an information student myself, I find the intersection of socio-political data and predictive modeling quite fascinating. In this study, we are not merely crunching numbers, we are attempting to decode how individual demographic backgrounds shape their outlook on life compared to generations before them. So, the foundation of this research is research from Pew Research Center named Black American Families Support Gender Equality but are split on transgender and non-binary issues. Why I choose this one? Because in this research, we can analyze the intergenerational social mobility. Because in this research, there is variable that talk about how the young, the old, and also their preference in politics on how they judge social mobility. So, our target variable, do not ask why, is derived from question T30W97, which is assess whether respondents believe their standard of living is better or worse than that of their parents. To predict this, I have selected three fundamental demographic features, which is age, categorization, education attainment, and political affiliation. This choice was deliberate as this variable often represents the primary fault lines in sociological perspective. Okay, I also, before make this data to a model, I also first regulating all the missing value and the duplicate data. So it will be easier to make this data into a model and also easier to analyze. By the way, why even in this dataset have missing value? Because in a survey, some people don't answer the question or leave it blank, especially in quick interview using email, something like that. So we have to delete that, and also mostly because this research didn't automatically using computer, something like that, still using human. So there are a lot not a lot, quite a lot of human error, like the duplicate of the data. So of course we're going to delete that too. Okay, so the model was run using 80 to 20 split, a standard practice in machine learning to ensure robust validation. By employing the ordinary least squares method, the model sought to find the optimal hyperplane that minimized the sum of square residuals. And also, looking at our MSE and R to the power of 2, we can see that as the convergence go to 0, this represent the value of error that model have is low, and it also indicate that the regression that we make is close to ideal. Also, for the value of r to the power of 2, we can see that the ratio is 1 to 1, which is close to 100. and it represents the goodness of fit, which is very good. And also, it's explained that the demographics have a strong relative to the sociologist view. So, as we can see on the model here and its coefficient rate, for the positive correlation, we can see that for the social mobility, people from cat 65 above have coefficient value up to 0.2416, which means that people from that age group have a positive view on the mobility of social compared to the anchor of the category. Also for the negative correlation, for the future F-party final, Republican relative correlation because their coefficient value is negative 0.0650, which is indicate that the demographic from that category is more have negative view on their life standard. So after that, which feature that really have their foot on this prediction? We can see that for a big signification from independent feature to its variable target is not looked from its correlation, but from its magnitude or the absolute coefficient regression. Because if the regression is higher, the movement between the prediction and its target can happen. Also, if we compare those absolute coefficient value from the model, we can get the result which feature who most affected our experiment here. And you can see from the model that I saw in the back that F-party can have the most absolute coefficient value, which is 0.262987. This point that people from that demographic have such a big factor on this matter, which is the mobility of social intergeneration, than any feature on the model. Also, an easy way to say it, or the human ranking to say it is, for the intercept value, our intercept work like a baseline, which is that score of mobility social perspective will come in the group reference. Each category didn't appear explicit in the one hot coding result. If the value of intercept is 3.12, it means that all the feature or our category on that intercept value already feel that their social stability has been good. Not even before we compare them with other demographics. Let's see for the value of the coefficient. We can see that in this practicum or what I do, all the feature in this model have binary or 1, 2, or 0 or 1, which is mirroring the what to say again, the value between the score. So if the people that have higher education got higher positive coefficient like 1.5, it means that those respondents uh, predict, or I predict those respondents will have big optimism on their social status point than other that just have general education with the same age and poetic affiliation.